this evening's meeting. If I ask you all to stand and salute the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act, Chapter 231, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided as follows. On January 12, 2026, notice was sent to the Home News Tribune, Star Ledger, Tap into Linden, Union County Local Source, and the Clerk of Municipality. By state law, there is no smoking permitted in this building at any time. In addition to the listed items in this agenda, this Board of Education may discuss and act upon other items not specifically referred to herein as is allowed at the regularly scheduled monthly board meeting under the Sunshine Law. Roll call.
Ms. Armstead?
Present.
Dr. Berghammer?
Present.
Mr. Campo?
Present.
Ms. Cintron? Mr. Holloran?
Present.
Ms. Kalia?
Present.
Ms. Pino?
Present.
Ms. Ulise?
Present.
And Ms. Thomas.
Present. Thank you. At this time, we're going to move on to the approval of minutes. I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes of the regularly scheduled meeting held on December 15th, 2025, and organization meeting held on January 7th, 2026. Copies in the hands of board members. Respectfully ask for a second.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Armstead?
Yes.
Dr. Berghammer?
Yes.
Mr. Campo?
Yes.
Mr. Holloran?
I'm going to abstain. I wasn't at the meeting.
Abstain from the December 15th meeting,
Yeah, she wasn't here.
and
He
yes,
had
of
to-
January 7th.
he
He was
had
at
to
the
do
7th meeting, January 7th.
For Mr. Campo as
Yes,
well
he
as
has
Mr.
to.
Holloran.
And Miss
He was
Rimpey.
at the 15th.
Rimpey was here.
She was here? January?
He was at the 7th, because you got sworn in.
Mr. Campo, okay with abstaining on the 15th?
Yes.
Ms. Kalia?
Yes.
Same.
I was here. No, yes.
January 7th, yes, and
No, she wasn't here.
15th, no.
For December
Abstain.
15th, yes. January 7th, abstain.
Ms. Pino?
Yes, she did.
And Ms. Thomas.
Yeah. Thank you. At this time, we're going to move on to the board president's report. That's my report. Good evening, and thank you all for joining us at tonight's Linden Board of Education meeting. The board president's report will share highlights from the past month so our community can stay informed, engaged, and connected to the work we're doing together. In January, the Linden Board of Education proudly welcomed 2 new members and 1 re-elected member, Brianna Armstead, Philip Campo, and Craig Holloran. We value the experience and insight they bring and are focused on working together to deliver results for our students and families. This month, the board was honored to attend several meaningful events, including the Law Enforcement Appreciation Day at School 4 and 8, the annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. service at the First Baptist Church, the Children's Clinic at the library, the incredible presentation of A Tasty Partnership Santa Edition led by our Linden High School student chefs from Kitchen 107A and the Linden High School media team, in collaboration with Mayor Derek Armstead, the City of Linden, the Department of Public Works, and the Linden Fire Department. Our board members also attended the governor's inauguration, where Board Commissioner Armstead proudly represented our school district. Each of these moments reflected what we value most: celebrating our students, strengthening our community, and working in partnership with our city. We need you. To increase accessibility and communication, the board will be introducing board president office hours beginning the first Wednesday in February from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. and continuing on the first Wednesday of every month. This is an open opportunity for the community members to share insights, concerns, and ideas. We are here, we are listening, and we will continue to bring your voices to the superintendent. You can always reach me at mthomas1@lindenps.org, which is also listed on the district site under the board members tab. I'd also like to acknowledge a recommendation from Councilwoman Monique Caldwell of the 3rd Ward regarding a possible collaboration with the New Jersey Coalition Against Human Trafficking for a human trafficking awareness training seminar. This proposal is currently under review. I'd also like to share the Disney Trip fundraiser has raised $2,445, and if there are any other fundraisers or events the board can help promote, please reach out to us.
Just to interject, that's the amount that I fundraised, but the total fundraiser has succeeded that amount. So I just want to clarify. I'll get you the exact numbers because the students also did their part and fundraised for their portions of the trip too. That was just my contribution.
Thank you, that's great. We'll love to see what that number is. Thank you, Commissioner Armstead. Lastly, January is School Board Recognition Month, and I want to personally thank each and every board member, including myself, for the work we do. Despite any unconstructive criticism, the board remains committed to its purpose. The school board has a dual role to represent the concerns of citizens, taxpayers, and parents to school administrators, and to represent the needs of students and the school district to the community. We do not manage the district day-to-day. The responsibility belongs to the superintendent, the district's chief executive. Our role is to set policy, establish goals, and hold the superintendent accountable for achieving them. And we take that responsibility very seriously. Thank you for your time, your trust, and continued engagement with the Linden Board of Education. And that concludes the board president's report.
That's good.
At this time, we're going to move on to the superintendent's report.
Good evening, and thank you, Madam President. I am going to start with honoring colleagues, and it was with profound sadness that we mourn the loss of two cherished members of the Linden Public Schools family. First is Joanna J. Kalushi and Jonathan Exile. Joanna Kalushi dedicated 28 years of her life to serving students, staff, and families at the Linden High School. She began her career in February of 1973. She greeted generations of students with her warmth and her institutional knowledge that showed her care for the people that were around her and those that she led. Jay passed away on January 10th, 2026, leaving a legacy of service that touched countless lives. Secondly, we have Jonathan Exile, who joined our technology department in April of 2023. And quickly became an invaluable member of our team. For 3 years, Jonathan worked behind the scenes to ensure our technology systems supported teaching and learning across our district. Jonathan's picture is shown on the screen. His dedication, problem solving, and willingness to help made him a respected colleague and friend to many. Jonathan passed away on January 9th, 2026, leaving behind his wife, Keisha, and his son, and Keisha is also a valued member of our Linden Public Schools family, and she is here this evening. During this incredible, difficult time, we wrap our arms around you, Ms. Exile, to you and your family, and we know that with community support, love, and continued prayers, we are going to lift you all up in our thoughts, and we're here for you. Now I'm going to turn it over to our board president, who will read a resolution honoring the service in memory. Keisha, thank you again for being here, and we truly appreciate the services that Jonathan has provided to our district along with you.
Thank you, Madam President. Resolution in memory of Jonathan Exile. Whereas the Board of Education of the Linden School District records with deep sorrow the passing of Jonathan Exile, who served the students, staff, and families of the district with dedication and professionalism. And whereas Jonathan Exile devoted 3 years of service to the district as a technology technician, during which time he demonstrated an unwavering commitment to education and the well-being of students. And whereas Jonathan Exile was respected and admired by colleagues, students, and the community for his dedication to the position he held. And whereas the loss of Jonathan Exile is deeply felt by all who had the privilege of working with and knowing him. Now therefore be it resolved, the Linden Board of Education expresses its profound sympathy to the family, friends, and colleagues of Jonathan Exile. And be it further resolved that the board honors and remembers Jonathan Exile for his valued service and lasting contributions to the Linden School District And be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be entered into the official records of the board and shared with the family as a lasting expression of the district's gratitude. Thank you.
May you come up to the podium, please, so we can give you the resolution?
Board members.
Again, on behalf of Linden Public Schools and the Board of Education, we offer our condolences to the families and to all of the members of the technology department as well as Linden Public Schools. This was a devastating loss. And so we're thinking of all of you and just know that at times like this is what matters. When we look at community and understand that it's bigger than a role or a title, it's having the human compassion. So thank you. I'm now going to move on to our district data profile. As of today, we have 6,485 students in our district. Compared to last year, this time, it's a 12 students, decrease in 12 students. Our daily attendance rate for our students as we are continuing with our Show Up and Roar initiative to combat chronic absenteeism. Our current rate is 92.83%. Compared to last year this time, it was 91.97%. So we have an improvement of 86%. For uniform compliance monitoring, district-wide uniform policy continues to be monitored, and we continue to see that students are in compliance. We have less than 10% of students that are not in compliance across the district, with many of our elementary schools with 100% compliance. Staff attendance for the month of January, we have 34% of our staff were absent, and 54% of those absences needed substitutes. I'd like to thank all of our staff. If you were sick, you stayed home to get replenished, and for those substitutes that were able to come in and support our students and the operations of our classrooms. For our student representative, she was unable to make it this evening, and she wanted to share out and acknowledge all of the current student athletes and their accolades for the awards that we've won for wrestling, as well as Molly McDonald for swimming, and our boys basketball team and their latest win against Plainfield, and also just life at the high school. Today, there was a 12th grade student meeting, and they spoke to preparing for the end of the year celebrations. And I was there to remind students that failure is not an option and that they need to be in school as we're concluding with the second marking period tomorrow for secondary students. It is imperative that our students and our parents are aware of their progress because failure cannot be an option. And so I'll have more data on our students' performance at next month's meeting. But for today, the students were excited as they're talking about prom, banquet, and extracurricular activities. But more importantly, they acknowledged that they were in school today. For our staff and needs, we currently have in need of 8 paraprofessionals, 10 special education teachers, 3 mathematics teachers, 2 science teachers, 1 technology teacher, and 1 Maplewood Shop co-op teacher, for a total of 25 positions. We're currently recruiting through many different avenues and platforms, through career fairs and university partnerships. And we have several science and math positions covered by certificated teachers who are taking on an extra period. So again, the outreach, if you know someone that is able and excited to be around children, please have them apply for Linden Public Schools. I'd like to now just give an update on weather-related delays in district operations. We are well aware that this week has presented many winter challenges with the snow and with the delayed openings on multiple days. I'm aware that it created significant hardships for working families and also needing to arrange last-minute childcare and adjust work schedules. I do not make any decision for a delayed opening lightly. I understand that it has an impact on our community. I want everyone to know that the decision for a delayed opening is always driven by the student's safety and wellness. That is the priority. So during the evenings, throughout the day, the evenings, and in the morning, we are assessing local conditions, including the roads, sidewalks, safety, bus routes, and also in coordination with the Department of Works and the mayoral office. At any time that we see that there is a concern that impacts student safety or for staff or anyone being able to get into our district, then we must make a decision that is going to be in the best interest of our students. And so we are moving forward. Tomorrow is another delayed opening. We are hoping that this will shift. We are in winter in New Jersey and the snow is there. And I'm thankful to the partnerships that we have with the city, as well as our maintenance crew and custodians who continue to work hard to prepare our buildings to be safe. So I wanted to just say thank you, and we are here to continue to work with the families. And that will conclude my superintendent's report for tonight.
Thank you, Dr. Perkins. At this time, we're going to move on to comments from the public. Members of the public desiring to make a public comment may come forward at this time. For those watching online, if you wish to make a comment or ask a question, please utilize the raise your hand feature on the online meeting platform. Please begin your comments by stating your name and address. Individuals are invited to speak on one topic at a time, and no individual will speak more than once until all individuals so desiring have spoken once. The public is reminded that to ensure the efficient and orderly operations of the meeting, members of the public will be limited to speaking on agenda items for 3 minutes. Is there anyone online? You would like to come up? You can address the podium.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Latasha Kaveza, and I reside at 120 East Blanky Street.
Would you speak in the mic, please?
I'm sorry. My name is Latasha Kaveza, and I reside at 120 East Blanky Street. I'm here to bring up a concern that happened to my daughter 2 weeks ago at school. My daughter was put in a position that no child should be ever put into. She was asked by an adult, an authority, to lift up the corner of her shirt to see what kind of pants she was wearing, to see if she was wearing sweatpants. In that moment, she was no longer a student. She was no longer a child who deserved protecting. She became an object of scrutiny. And whether or not harm was intended, harm was done. I wanted you to understand how she felt. She felt embarrassed. She felt powerless. She felt singled out. And she told me she didn't know what to do. She did it anyway because, of course, that's an adult, and you do not defy adults. You do not defy your teachers. In the middle of the cafeteria, my daughter proceeded to lift up the corner of her shirt. Lift it up so the teacher can see her waistline as she asked several students. In the middle of the cafeteria, she pulled her off of the cafeteria line. She did not get to eat lunch in front of her friends, and now I have to force her to go to school. She doesn't feel comfortable going to school. She doesn't feel like she has the support of the staff there. And no child should ever be meant to felt like that. If you could not determine what kind of pants she was wearing, you should have pulled her to the side, or you should have asked the principal, because the vice principal did approve her pants. But instead, you embarrassed a 13-year-old little girl who now is suffering with anxiety and panic attacks. It hurts me that I watch my daughter struggle to want to go to school now, where she was willing to get up at 6:30, get dressed, put pride in what she had on, wash her hair, do all of that. Now she's at the point where, why should she go? She wants me to change her school. She should not have to feel that way when entering a building that you guys are supposed to protect her. This is all I have to say, and I thank you for listening to me.
Thank you, Ms. Caveza.
Thank you, Ms. Caveza. And I want to acknowledge what you said. No child should ever have to go through that. And that is absolutely right. What you're sharing about your daughter's experience is unacceptable. From my office to all of the board members, when we're confronted with any type of concern of students, it's shared with the board. We've met on it, and we have zero tolerance for any concerns where a student may feel victimized. And so systems have been in place. A full investigation always takes place when any student is put in a position where they may not feel safe, because safety and security is a top priority. You also stated that your daughter is now having struggles with coming to school. So please allow us to be able to connect with you and your daughter with external providers, as well as the staff within our district. We have trained professionals to help with bridging that gap so that students can feel safe to be in school. If, as you shared, that there is a recommendation for wanting to change schools at any given time, please give me a call so we can discuss what that would look like. But in the meantime, yes, we do want her in school. And if we have to put a team together to be there at your door, just speak with her outside in any kind of way. I don't want to share anything that could be highlight a specific student, but for you, intentionally, please, if you would like to come in and sit down with me and the team, as well as the school officials, to ensure that she is able to get her education in a way where she feels good about being in school, that is what our goal is.
Thank you. Do we still have someone online? Oh, okay.
My name is Nicolette Zerwinski, and I reside at 35 East Elizabeth Avenue. And I think a big issue in the school is there not being any vocational classes. So, like, I know that you guys want kids to, like, how do I say it? To have motivation to come to school. And a lot of kids really hate Linden High School. I'll be really honest with you. And you guys push for college and stuff like that, but college isn't for everybody. Like me, I'm gonna go to trade school for welding, and I used to have terrible grades because I was not motivated at all. And until I got accepted into VOTech, that's when I really knew what I want to do with my life. So I think adding vocational classes would really help, and there's people struggling, they don't know what they want to do, and they're failing classes. And like trades is a big thing for people who really don't know what they want to do, and it can really open up opportunities, and just like make them more motivated. Because I have all honors now. Well, not all honors, but I have honors now because I'm so motivated. Because I do something I love in VOTEC, and it's great. And yeah, I have a couple more topics I want to get to, but you said that I have to like wait for the next round or something. I can talk
Keep
about
going,
some-
Nicolette.
Okay.
It's good
All
to
right.
see you.
Good to see you too. Another thing is, I'll be like really honest with you, is the attitude from Mr. Kuntz. I actually have Miss Perkins as an example. I remember I had her as a principal. She always had a smile on her face, always talked to students with respect. Mr. Kuntz, I'll be honest with you, he's kind of rude, and he has attitude when speaking to students. And he does pull apart like students to like kind of jab at, if that makes sense. Just like last year when I didn't have VOTEC and I heard the morning announcements or any announcements that he makes, he kind of has this attitude to like a fear factor to like get kids scared of him. And he just never has a smile on his face, and nobody really likes him, I'll be honest with you. And it's not to like offend him or anything, but like nobody really likes Mr. Kuntz. And I'll be so honest with you, maybe if he had a different attitude, kids would have a different attitude coming into school as well. And yeah, that's like a really big issue. And I'm speaking for other students too. Mr. Kuntz is a really big factor of why kids don't want to come to school, and just the way that he operates. Yeah.
Stay right there. Thank you. We appreciate you coming up here. It takes a lot for you to come up here. Thank you very much. I have one question.
Ms. Pino,
You said-
Ms. Pino, you have to.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for coming. We appreciate it. It takes a lot to come up there to speak, to say what you have to say, you know. But I have one question for you. You said that the kids are not motivated. They don't like the high school. What should we do to help them so they can come to school, so they can like it? You have any suggestions for administration or what? You want to write it down? You want to send it to Ms. Perkins? You're more than welcome. You could get some information from the other students. We appreciate it, okay? And thank you very much for coming. It takes a lot to stand up there, I know, okay? Thank you very much. Have a great day, okay?
You too.
Thank you.
Also, just like on my side, I definitely appreciate you coming. I love when students come to speak. It means a lot to us. Our emails are also on the website, so if you ever have a concern or you just need like a community liaison, feel free to reach out to me. I also don't mind sharing like my contact information. Same to you, Mrs. Caveza. I also like, if you have a concern or you want to reach out, I'm also happy to just be like a bridge of communication. So if you guys just want to reach out to us, I'm sure like all the board members feel that same way. Don't feel fearful to come to us about things, because that's why we're here. That's why you guys elected us. We're supposed to be community advocates, community liaisons. So like never hesitate to reach out to us, because we're always willing to listen and try to figure out some way to like implement any of your concerns. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Nicolette, again, it's a pleasure to see you. Thank you for being here. I'd like to address some of the things that you shared. The first component, and when you spoke to VOTEC, what we currently have in our district is that we have our college, career, and technical courses for our students. What we saw is that we need to ensure that that pathway to the high school is very clear, from the elementary level through middle school. We know that middle school is where there's now decisions, is the VOTEC better? So we are, and we have been exploring multiple different career technical education courses. We are so pleased with some of the courses that we have already, from the TV video to now we're looking at the maple wood shop. We know that HVAC is a high topic. Hot commodity out there, electrical work. And we're going through many different connections with community partners as well as organizations to appeal to the students. We're doing surveys to see what's out there. We did a survey 3 years ago where we did ask students what are some of the topics they would like. Part of that process is connected to our portrait of a graduate. What do we want our students to look like? And that's when we as a district established the 3E pathway that we ask our students before they leave high school, are they going to go through enlistment, education, or employment? So the VOTEC pathway does provide those services. We've upgraded our cosmetology room. We're doing many different upgrades, right? Ms. Lewis is our curriculum specialist. She's the assistant superintendent over curriculum. And so we are continuing to be as competitive as we can. We have some new programming too that we're looking at through our strategic plan, where we're developing cohorts at that middle school level. So when they get into the high school, that they're staying together as a group in those CTE programs. So what everyone has shared tonight, you speaking on this topic, excellent, thank you. But we do want to hear more. So it allows us to continue to ensure that we're meeting the needs of what the students see and also staying competitive in the 2026 world and beyond. Secondly, you did speak about the characterization of your principal. And while I know,
We can't talk about personnel. Just want to know, we cannot talk about personnel. All right,
that's what I was just going to say. If there's ever any concerns that a student has about any leader or teacher, please put that in writing to us, your parent and us, so that we can ensure that we're bridging whatever gaps there are, miscommunication or understanding on both sides, because there's always two sides to a story. So I just wanted to offer that off to you. And again, thank you. It's a pleasure to see you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Essence Mybrick, 532. I wanted to quickly address tardiness for this week. So I know that you guys did the delayed openings, which is great for some parents. It gives us more time. However, the kids still is having trouble because even though the roads are clear, there's piles and piles of snow. So my son got to school 3 minutes after the time and was marked tardy when he had to literally jump over piles of snow and run to get to the school building. So I wanted to know if you guys were going to at least not mark the kids late this week, just given the circumstances.
Thank you. It's good to see you. And yes, that is the directive that's always given, that they should not. We're very lenient with tardy because we understand with inclement weather, it does pose additional challenges. So I will reiterate that to all of the administrators and to ensure that it's all worked out.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is there anyone online? Oh, we have one more. Hold on in the public. Oh, two more.
Hello. George Myrick, 532 Princeton Road. You had touched on teachers, y'all not having enough staff. There's a couple of people that applied, and yet they was told that there's no positions open. So do y'all need teachers or y'all don't need teachers?
The vacancies that I shared earlier does have teachers in there. We have special education teachers, yes. When we get into the secondary level, middle and high school, it is content specific. So we need math teachers, we need science teachers. They have to have that specific certification for secondary. So anyone that's in our, and we have our director of human resources, but we do vet out that portal. It is current, and we are here. So if there's any miscommunication in any form, please have them reach out directly to my office so that we can ensure that we're getting the best candidates for our students.
Okay, thank you, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I lost it. Hi, good evening. My name is John. I live in Linden. Happy New Year, everybody. How's everybody doing? Good? Except Ms. Arset. Page 39. I know, stick to the agenda now, right? That's what we're doing. So I know that there's been some issues with the Linden High School gym. I know there's been issues with the floor and the flooding and all that. I see on here to construct an outside stairwell to prevent flooding in the gym. Can you just tell us exactly what that's going to be and how it's actually going to stop the flooding and all that?
Sorry, which Which item are you talking about?
Number 14, I'm sorry. I got it.
So there is a out-there staircase that goes from the gym out to the parking lot. Over this summer, there was flooding that came in from the rain.
Right.
That backed up into the gymnasium. We had previously put I want to say a partial enclosure around it for a rooftop. What happened this last time was that
Can you speak
water
into the
backed
mic, John?
Sorry. Water backed up from the piping. We have since cut off that piping. The concern now is that with the heavy rain, potentially with wind and things like that, that water could still blow into that area. Now with the pipe being closed off, there would be no way for the water to get out. This enclosure is basically to not have anything exposed there to the outside. So the goal is to, because that's really where two floods have come in from. Both times with heavy rains. So this is to sort of enclose that whole area because the stairs do go down, so water will go to the lowest spot when it can.
Okay. Thank you. I know it happened recently, correct?
The flooding, well, there wasn't any flooding. There was some water due to piping. We've also had a lot of snow that's up on the roof. We actually had to clear some of that off today. So we have, this is to prevent the outside flooding from happening, and we've also been working on whatever piping has water over the gymnasium.
Oh, okay. Those are two different issues. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I heard the maintenance men there did a great job cleaning it up, actually, on the recent one. And then page 42, number 27. Can you just give a little information on that? The insurance, what does it mean, joined together to form the insurance fund?
Well, currently the district is in the New Jersey State Health Benefit Plan. If you've been following, I don't know how relevant it is in the news cycles, but the insurance went up, the insurance rates went up significantly as of January 2026. So what the school district did was shop around with the aid of its insurance agent, and what we're joining is a joint health insurance group. The best way to understand it, it's many districts and municipalities pooling together. Similar to the state health benefit plan, the difference is the state health benefit plan takes everybody in, which will drive the rates up. With the New Jersey Solutions Joint Health Insurance Fund, it can be a little bit more selective. There is a process to actually get into the fund itself, so that when you have, all insurance is basically grouping things together, but when you have more districts involved in it, because the thinking is that maybe this year I have a loss, but the other school districts don't have as big a loss, so that the risk is spread out amongst more people. So that's really what the joint insurance group intends to do.
Okay. The only reason I ask is because I just saw it was in the news with another school district in Middlesex County that they overpaid for a bunch of years, and I was just wondering if it had anything to do with that, but I guess not. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you. Is there anyone online? Can we let them in, please?
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Charlene. I live on 217 Cranford Avenue in Linden. This is not a complaint, but this is more so like a request. I have two kids in the Linden Public Schools, one in School 4 and one in School 5. There's a wonderful crossing guard near School 4. I'm not sure his financial crisis or anything, but I wanted to know if it's possible the community could come together and possibly collect some funds for him. He's always smiling. He comes to work daily, and he has like the brightest smile on his face. I believe he's a retired veteran. He goes by the name of Edward Jones. The main issue for me is that the vehicle that he's driving, it's not safe. And what I mean by that, he has ropes tied around the car. I believe he was into like a fender bender. I'm not sure, but it's not safe. And I see him struggle to get in the car at times. So I would like to know if it's something that the community could come together and do for him. I did speak to some of our amazing people, our mayor, Dr. Olivero, and also Dr. Perkins.
Thank you.
Can someone, I can't hear, like,
I couldn't hear any.
can someone who did hear it?
You
just-
basically- you-
So thank you. Yes, I spoke with you earlier, and yes, you sent an email thread to Mayor Armstead and myself, as well as the building principal. And as we spoke earlier, you are seeking support from the district, correct? Or what support can be done to help out Mr. Jones, who is a crossing guard near school number 4?
So, as we discussed earlier, and thank you, I'm sorry, for whatever reason, the volume, even when John was speaking, he's sitting right next to me, I could barely hear him. We'll help in advertising if an independent organization, such as a PTO or some other organization, wants to hold a fundraiser. We just did something similar with the Disney trip. Someone else had asked recently, John, about doing a raffle. The school wouldn't get involved in doing a raffle or anything like that, but we would obviously support a PTO in their efforts if they need to use space for a fundraiser. We would work with them to use space, but we wouldn't run a fundraiser ourselves. That's not something that the board would get involved in. I hope that answers the question. But again, if there's anything that they need in terms of space, in terms of advertising, letting people know, we're certainly happy to assist.
That makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else online? Hello. Hi. Do you have a name? Miss Morgan? I believe that's the Linden High School PTA president. Yes. Sharita, you may be muted. We're not able to hear you. Did she write in the comments?
Oh, hello. Hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you? I hope everybody's doing good tonight. I just had a quick question. Some of the PTA members in the WhatsApp chat, we chat with each other. They expressed interest in having a meeting with Superintendent Perkins and Principal Kuntz. And I thought that was a great idea for us to reconnect. I remember, Ms. Perkins, when you visited the school before and answered the questions of everyone there, there was a really good meeting. So I like to get in touch with both of you so that we can schedule something and the parents can attend, connect, ask questions, and just connect.
Absolutely, Ms. Morgan. This is Dr. Perkins. So definitely I can reach out to you. My office will reach out to you tomorrow, and then we can schedule some dates so that we can get that going.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Everybody, please stay warm.
Thank you.
You too. Thank you. Is there anyone else online? At this time, we'll move on to the attorney's report.
All right. Thank you. I'm asking tonight for a motion and a second to approve an agreement with the Linden Education Association. As we had previously discussed, there are some current employees that the LEA felt are covered by the collective bargaining agreement between the LEA and the board, and thus those employees should be recognized as union members, as LEA members. There was some disagreement on our end as to all of those employees, but we ultimately entered into the agreement, which you all should have received today, and perhaps John is handing out hard copies of now. Again, the terms were previously discussed with the board on Tuesday, so I'll just ask for a motion and a second to approve this agreement with the LEA.
Motion to approve the attorney's report, item number 1. Respectfully ask for a second. Second. Any discussion?
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Armstead?
Yes.
Mr. Campo?
Yes.
Mr. Holleran?
Yes.
Ms. Kalia?
Yes.
Ms. Pino?
Yes.
Ms. Uliz?
Yes.
Dr. Berghammer?
Yes.
And Ms. Thomas?
Yes. Thank you. At this time, we're going to move on to the education report.
Good evening. Education Committee, upon recommendation of Superintendents of Schools and the Superintendent, presents the following motion to the Linden Board of Education for approval. I approve item 1 through 24, respectfully ask for a second.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Ms. Armstead?
I would like to recuse myself from agenda item 9, 3 through 4, and 23, and yes to all other agenda items.
Mr. Campo?
Yes.
Mr. Holleran?
Yes.
Ms. Kalia?
Yes.
Ms. Pino?
Yes.
Ms. Uliz?
Yes.
And Dr. Berghammer?
Goes on page 10.
Oh, yes, sorry.
And Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
He has to recuse himself
For what?
for item number 18.
Yes, item number 18, I want to recuse.
John?
All right. Okay. 18. Mr. Campo is recusing himself on number 18.
Yes.
Okay.
At this time, we're going to move on to the finance report. Any board member, one board member, who wants to go? Finance report.
The Finance Committee, upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools and the Business Administrator/Board Secretary, presents the following motions to the Linden Board of Education for approval. I would like to make a motion to approve items 1 through 30. I respectfully ask for a second.
Second.
I think it's, isn't it 31? 31. Tell us 31.
Just want to make sure, I think they're 31.
It is 31.
31, oh, 31, my apologies. I
Second.
respectfully ask for a second.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Ms. Armstead?
Yes.
Mr. Campo?
Yes, and recuse item number 44.
This is finance.
Finance.
No, finance.
I'm good?
You're all good. Mr. Holleran?
Yes.
Ms. Kalia?
I would like to recuse myself from item number 30 and yes to the rest of the items.
Ms. Pino?
Yes.
Ms. Uliz?
Yes.
Dr. Berghammer? And Ms. Thomas?
Yes. At this time, we're going to move on to the personnel report. The Personnel Committee, upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, presents the following motions to the Linden Board of Education for approval. All appointments and reappointments are contingent upon and may be modified based on student participation in the district's receipt of sufficient state school aid and other revenue funding. I would like to make a motion to approve items 1 through 51. I respectfully ask for a second.
Second.
50.
No, it's 51.
51.
It's 51. I got it right this time. Yep. Look.
51, yeah, 51.
Y'all left the 51 out off of mine.
She doesn't have 51.
Personnel?
Yes, I have
50. What's 51?
51, yeah. You don't have it? It's the,
I have 51.
Here, you want to give it to her?
It's for the resolution.
Okay, I didn't have that. 1 through 51.
I respectfully ask for a second.
Second.
The discussion is they forgot to put that in my packet. It's okay. Roll call.
Ms. Armstead?
Yes.
Mr. Campo?
Approve and recuse item number 44.
Mr. Holleran? Yes. Ms. Kalia?
Yes.
Ms. Pino?
Yes.
Ms. Ulith?
Yes.
Dr. Berghammer?
Yes.
And Ms. Thomas?
Yes. Moving on to Buildings, Grounds, and Securities report.
The Buildings, Grounds, and Security Committee, upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools and the Business Administrator, Board Secretary, present the following motions to the Linden Board of Education for approval. I approve items 1 to 8. I respectfully ask for a second.
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 Any discussion? Roll call.
Ms. Armstead?
Yes.
Mr. Campo?
Yes.
Mr. Holleran? Yes. Ms. Kalia?
Yes.
Ms. Pino?
Yes.
Ms. Ulith?
Yes.
Dr. Berghammer? And Ms. Thomas?
Yes. At this time, we're going to move on to the Planning and Policy report. The Planning and Policy Committee, upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, presents the following motion to the Linden Board of Education for approval. Items 1 and 2, respectfully ask for a second.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Ms. Armstead?
Yes.
Mr. Campo?
Yes.
Mr. Holleran? Yes. Ms. Kalia?
Yes.
Ms. Pino?
Yes.
Ms. Ulith?
Yes.
Dr. Berghammer? And Ms. Thomas?
Yes. Thank you. At this time, we're going to move on to comments from the public. Members of the public desiring to make a public comment may come forward at this time. For those watching online, if you wish to make a comment or ask a question, please utilize the raise your hand feature on the online meeting platform. Please begin your comments by stating your name and address. Individuals are invited to speak on one topic at a time, and no individual will speak more than once until all individuals so desiring have spoken once. The public is reminded that to ensure the efficient and orderly operations of the meeting, members of the public will be limited to speaking on items for 3 minutes.
Hello, good evening. Ooh, I sound awful. Kim Cathalis, technology teacher, schools 8 and 10. I just wanted to publicly thank the board for the approval. I just attended a technology conference 2 weeks ago. For me, I'm a little bit of a nerd, I'm sure you know, and it was like the Super Bowl of technology. I learned a lot. I haven't seen technology move this fast, and I'm sure Dr. Perkins can agree, since COVID. So when COVID came, it was like technology overload because everybody had to learn it, right? And now with all the new AI advancements and new programs and all the programs that we currently have that are now changing and adding new features, it's changing at even a faster rate that I didn't even think was possible, but it is. So I just wanted to say thank you because it helps me grow, and the more that I grow, the more the staff grows, and then the more the students learn. So thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Capalas.
Good evening. I just wanted to follow up from Tuesday evening. One of the participants, Jacob, who's here over the cameras, did ask a question, clarity about the cost for the 8th grade dance. And so I have an answer for you. And the 8th grade dance is funded through PTA support and their fundraising, and then also students purchasing the cost for the tickets. Okay.
And also a special shout out to Jacob because he is at all of our board meetings recording. He goes to the football games, the basketball games to take pictures. He also went to Disney with me last year, and I believe will be going again this year, and he fundraises his way to go. So Jacob is just an all-around amazing student in our district, and I am very, very proud of him. So thank you for being here, Jacob.
And I just want to add also an amazing community person. He also said that he shovels for a fee, so he is available for anyone in the community.
If you want to support a student.
As he is trying to build up his financial, space. All right, so thank you. And if you have any other questions, let us know.
He's a wrestler.
Is there anyone online?
Nobody.
No one else? Okay. All right, at this time, we're going to move on to new and unfinished business. Anyone on the board would like to bring up new and unfinished business?
I just wanted to give you a shout out, Malaysia, for you stepping up to put together some board president office hours, and then also welcoming the board members to join. I think it's a really good initiative, and I think it's going to help bridge the gaps with communication to allow people to come to you directly, and again, like just be that liaison, because I think that's the biggest component of being a Board of Ed member. So I just wanted to say thank you for starting that initiative and seeing it through. I think it's going to be something that's really great for the district and for our community. So thank you.
Thank you. Can't wait to talk to everyone. Anyone else?
Yeah, I have this thing in my head about our special needs. Oh, about the special needs. I would like to see we can get a basketball team for them, being that we have the Special Olympics, and I heard that some of us kids want to play basketball. So we could put our minds together and brainstorm and see how we can do that. I think we should try something so they can have something to do and stuff like that, right? So you'll be the guide for that one. So that's all I wanted to say. So let's try to see what we can do, because we want each child to be involved in everything that's possible with all the activities that we have. We do not want to leave them out of anything at all, because they are the community with us. And I've always said each child comes first, no matter what. I'm all for that. Okay, so let's try to see what we can do. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Pino.
You have some? Nope. You have nothing.
New or unfinished business? You do?
No.
Okay. All right. I did want to bring to the board new business, a graduation transition program that will help 5th graders and 8th graders transition to their next step. So that would look like 5th graders going to visit the middle schools, taking a tour, sitting in classes, having an assembly, connecting with students, just to see what that look and feel is before making the next step. And the same for 8th graders approaching high school. I think it's very important for them to see just what that looks like, to ease the nerves as September approaches when summer ends, and they'll know what they're getting into. So I thought that would be a great program for us to put together. I will continue to speak with Dr. Perkins and her team on how we can execute that. But just wanted to bring that as something new to the board. And if anyone opposes or thinks it should be done differently, welcome to any ideas. Okay. Any other new or unfinished business? At this time, we do have to take a quick beat and run into executive session for about 5 minutes. So at this time, I'd like to make a motion to go into executive session and respectfully ask for a second.
Second.
Roll call?
Ms. Armstead?
Yes.
Mr. Campo?
Yes.
Mr. Holleran?
Yes.
Ms. Kalia?
Yes.
Ms. Pino?
Yes.
Ms. Julise?
Yes.
Dr. Berghammer? and Ms. Thomas.
Yes. Thank you. Public? Respectfully ask for a second. Second. Roll call.
Ms. Armstead,
Yes.
Mr. Campo,
Yes.
Mr. Holleran. Yes. Ms. Kalia,
Yes.
Ms. Pino,
Yes.
Ms. Ulyss,
Yes.
Dr. Berghammer,
Yes.
and Ms. Thomas.
Yes. Okay, at this time, we're going to go back to the education report to amend a few items, so we're just going to do this over.
So, Madam President, you can get a motion and a second to allow certain members of the board to amend their votes on that report.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion to allow members of the Board of Education to amend items on the board, on the education report. Respectfully ask for a second. Second.
John's going to call the roll just to make sure that you're all in favor of allowing people to amend their votes, and then he'll recall it again, and everybody can recast their vote.
Ms. Armstead,
Yes.
Mr. Campo,
Yes.
Mr. Holleran. Yes. Ms. Kalia,
Yes.
Ms. Pino,
Yes.
Ms. Ulyss,
Yes.
Dr. Berghammer, and Ms. Pino. I'm sorry, Ms. Thomas.
Thomas, yes. Okay, at this time, we're going to make a motion to amend items on the education report.
Yeah, you made that motion, so John can just call the roll on the education report again. He'll call everybody, and anybody who needs to amend any vote can just let him know what you want to change.
Perfect, let's do it.
All right, so this is on education. Ms. Armstead,
I'm sorry. Do I have to change anything? Or I can just say I'm keeping my vote the same?
You can keep your vote the same.
I'm keeping my vote the same.
Mr. Campo,
Yes, I'm going to amend to recuse myself, item 9-5 and item 9-18.
No, regular 18.
Oh, 18.
Just regular 18.
And yes and everything else, right, Mr. Campbell?
Yes.
Mr. Holleran,
Yes, on the education report, item number 9, the number 14, and I'd like to recluse myself from that number 14. Thank you.
Ms. Kalia,
Yes, I'd like to recuse myself from item number 9-15, and yes to all the other items.
Ms. Pino,
Yes, I'd like to exclude myself from item 9, 24, and 25, but I approve everything else.
Ms. Ulyss,
Yes, number 9-30, 9-31, and yes to everything else.
Dr. Berghammer.
Yes, yes on everything.
No change.
Yes, yes on
And
everything.
Ms. Thomas.
Yes, and recuse myself from item 9-28. Okay, I guess we're all set at this time. We'd like to move on to adjourn tonight's board meeting. Respectfully ask for a second. Second. Roll call.
Ms. Armstead,
Yes.
Mr. Campo,
Yes.
Mr. Holleran.
Yes.
Ms. Kalia,
Yes.
Ms. Pino,
Yes.
Ms. Ulyss,
Yes.
Dr. Berghammer, and Ms. Thomas.
Yes. Motion adjourned.